Hello everybody, and welcome to my speedrunning guide for everything that can't really be put into a specific levels video. This guide will teach you about some general important techniques during the speedrun. The first thing we should talk about here is the different categories. The primary category is 12 levels, as the 5 bonus levels used to not be accessible. However, since the bonus levels became replayable again, credit to its maximum for figuring out how to reactivate them. 17 levels has been played some, but 12 levels remains the dominant category. There are also individual level runs, also known as ILs, which can showcase how fast you can beat an individual level. There are also a few other random categories, such as glitchless, no using spike glitch or jumping off things which will normally kill you, this will come up later, or using feet to play the game. The next thing we should talk about is where to play the game. If you want to do a 17 levels run, you'll want to play on redbull17levels.com. The link is in the description, as it's the only website with the bonus levels on them. If you want to play 12 levels, you could play on another website, but I'd still recommend redbull17levels.com. Credit again to its maximum for the website. Also, don't play on standalone. Your jumps will travel less distance, and this can mess with things on levels 4 and 10, including making a strategy on level 10 impossible. This can still happen on web and sometimes doesn't happen on standalone, but for the vast majority of players, you'll want to play on web due to these differences. Another thing that's very important to talk about is spike glitch. For some reason, if you pause with either P or escape, but not by tabbing out of the game window, you'll gain the ability to jump through spikes, albeit not very consistently, but it will work most of the time. Tapping out of the game window and triggering that pause will disable the glitch, in addition to going back to the title screen. It also sometimes disables somewhere between the end of level 12 and the start of level 13. Pausing again during or after level 13 will activate the glitch again. However, between levels, the glitch will not deactivate, so you only have to pause once during the entire run, twice during 17 levels runs to have the glitch active for it. Speedrunners do this after the end of level 1, as during level transitions, pausing doesn't extend the time spent in transition from one level to the next. This same thing is used during the 12 to 13 transition, as using the optimal 12 strategy, you'll fall off the end of the level and die. However, pausing keeps the level transition time going, and you don't fall while paused. This allows you to perform the optimal 12 strategy during 17 level runs and still keep the run going. It's not really known why or how the glitch works, but what we do know is that it's not 100% consistent. The best method to consistently get it is to have speed and hold jump while you're jumping into and in the spikes, so you touch them for as little time as possible. However, certain spots in the spikes will kill you if you hit them no matter what, which you may have to get used to, and you can die from the spikes if you stay in them for too long as well. If it doesn't save time due to this, it's most likely not worth it to jump through spikes. However, most notably on 10 and 12, this saves a lot of time. Other levels with time saves due to spike glitch include 7, 8, and 9, though they save less time in general or are a less obvious use of the glitch. We'll go more in depth on it in each level's video. In a similar vein to the spike glitch, sometimes you can bounce off other things that can kill you, weirdly enough without requiring spike glitch to be active, though it's a lot less consistent on those objects. The most notable of these objects is the Ninja in 9, which can be used to back up another strategy if you fail said other strategy, though it'll be slower. 11 is the other notable level with these objects, as the saws and spinning red thing can be jumped off, though it's very rare you'll succeed on 11 where it's not useful to jump off either object unless we find a strategy with either, and still rare you'll succeed on 9 jumping off the ninja. The next thing we need to cover is jumping high off trampolines. If you jump at the right time on one, you'll go really high, with the highest jump typically called a super jump, which is also the most useful of the bunch. However, to get a super jump, it's a pretty precise input, which I don't actually have a cue for. People have said to listen for the second boing noise before as to where to jump, but whether you can even call it a boing or whether it's a good cue is another question. I'll let you listen and see for yourself. This is less useful than the spike glitch, but is still useful in a few levels. You can use it in 7 in combination with the spike glitch to save a couple of seconds, and in 10 you have a few strategies which use one to save time. You can also use it in 17 to save a bit of time, but it's more risky there because you don't have a good backup if you fail it during a run. That's all I have for this episode. Thanks for watching!